Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we have a solar powered mobile fan with built-in battery pack from ITEHIL. So let's go ahead and open it up and check it out. Now I must say, I love everything that is solar and solar powered, has solar panels. So this thing, when I saw it, was kind of right up my alley. And when you open it up, it looks like it has a user's instruction manual and a USB-A to USB-C cord. It is well packaged. All right, looking at this fan, it is an all plastic construction. So I wouldn't want to drop it. I think it would break. The fan blades inside are also plastic. There is a little sticker inside there that shows a finger going in a fan, and it's like a don't do that kind of symbol. I thought that was a given, but that's there. On the side is our controls and our input and output ports. There is the power button right here. There is a 2, 4, 6, and 8 hour timer right here. And then there is the fan speed, which goes from low, medium, high, and turbo. So, and then right here we have a USB-A port, and that is an output. It's probably 5 volts at 2 amps. And then we have an input of a USB-C port. When it comes to powering the unit, you can either plug it in with your cord that's provided. It's like a USB-A cord to USB-C. It does not come with a USB brick, so you would need to have one of those or have a power station. Or you can charge it via solar. There is a solar panel on the back. Now I'm trying to read the instructions, and I think it's a 10-watt solar panel, but I might be wrong. Yeah, on the side it does say charging power 10 watts. So that would make this a 10-watt solar panel. There's a small handle right here, and you can actually have this sitting in 4 different I guess angles. It's either straight up and down. Then there's the first click is 30 degrees. The second click is 60 degrees, and the third click is 90 degrees. All right, so let's go ahead and turn this thing on and see what it does. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I am completely wrong. This is not the power button. The power button is you just press the fan and the fan will turn on. This rhythm button actually fluctuates the amount of wind coming from the fan. So it kind of gives you that feeling of like a breeze, like an outdoor breeze. That's a unique feature I've never seen before. So right now it's on rhythm. You can see the light right here. And we'll go ahead and put it on fan. The fan button is like a toggle switch. So you would toggle it from on, it would be low, and then medium, high, turbo, and then the unit would be off. This is low right here. And I must say, if you have it like this, it blocks all the intake air. So you'll want to have this thing at least at a 60-degree angle. 90 degrees is when you get the most airflow. And on low, it's not terrible, actually. I'm surprised. All right, so medium, there is a little bit more air. On high, I mean, there's a good amount of wind coming out of here for such a small unit. And then turbo, yeah, I mean, it definitely works. But boy, if you angle it at a different angle, especially completely shut, I mean, it basically kills the amount of airflow. If you're going to be using this flat on, so it's just facing you completely, like if you're laying on the ground and you want this sitting there, you would want to have it on its side, because you need to have this thing open a little bit. You can't have it like this because you won't get any airflow at all. You need to have it open a little bit and then sitting on its side in order to get straight on air. But if you're sitting in a chair or something like that, this 60 or 90 degree angle I think would work pretty well, especially outside. And then the built-in solar panel would probably keep this thing running the entire time. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a capacity test of this, because it says it has 10,000 milliamp hours of battery capacity, and I'm going to test that to really see if that's true. All right, well, the capacity test is done for this ITEHIL solar fan with a 10,000 milliamp battery built in. And unfortunately, when it comes to the result of the amp hour test, it only shows 5.63 amp hours. So that's like 5,600 milliamps. So unfortunately, I'm finding this more and more where if you have battery banks and they say that they're like 10,000 or 20,000 milliamp capacities, they're usually only about half to 60% that. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at milliamp hour battery banks, including things that are included in like fans and other items. All right, so what do I think of the ITEHIL Solar Fan? Well, I think it's a good idea. It'd be nice to just be able to set your fan out, sit in the chair, and have it, you know, angled at like 60 or 90 degrees, and never have to worry about plugging it in because it's just being powered by the sun. It does blow pretty good air, you know, it does circulate air pretty well. I like the fact that you do have the option of turning it off after a certain amount of time, and this rhythm feature, I think it's kind of gimmicky. I don't think people would really use this at night, but in a camping situation, you know, maybe people would like that. You know, how it just kind of imitates the flow of wind. It does have one USB-A port for maybe charging your phone or something like that, and it does say that it has a 10,000 milliamp battery pack inside, but my tests only showed, you know, that it only had about a 5,600 milliamp battery pack. So you got to keep that in mind. Another thing that I'm kind of disappointed about it is this plastic that it's made out of. I think that if I dropped it right now onto my cement floor, this thing would shatter. So that's something to keep in mind. I wish it was made out of, you know, like a, I don't know, like a softer plastic, or maybe had rubber edges or something like that. But it's just pure plastic. So, all right, well, if you have any questions about the ITEHIL Solar Fan, please leave them in the comments. I'm gonna have a link to this in my description in case you wanna look further into it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and have a great day. Bye-bye.